Well, good afternoon. Today I'm gonna talk about the Nocturne or night music, and I guess some people look at it like it's a lullaby, but it's really not. It's really not a lullaby. It's just I'm not sure what the etymology is of the word nocturne, but somehow it translates into night music. Um, I'm it, the end of the month. I'm going to Austin, Texas, to a guitar camp with a whole bunch of people. It's sponsored by Tommy Emmanuel, and I've never met. I've met him before, even played with him before, but Andy Timmons is one of the instructors, and I looked him up, and I think he's a year older than I am, or a year younger maybe, year younger than I am, and he played in glam rock bands. I don't know what that means. I remember 80s hair rock, because of the hairdos, but I'm not really sure about the glam rock business. But anyway, long story short, I went to Spotify, looked him up, and listened to some of his guitar playing. Great guitar player. He has a Nocturne, so I'm gonna, shout out to Andy Timmons for his Nocturne, and I can't even pronounce the name, but if you look him up on Spotify, you can find this. And so it made me want to do a video to talk about the Nocturne, and it really kind of sparked my interest in maybe writing something. I have notation software, and I know how to read and write music. So I thought about maybe coming up with the creation of a nocturne and getting it scored for history. I've got some classical pieces that I've written, and this would be a good addition to that. What I like about it is that the nocturne kind of makes you feel at peace. It kind of rounds out a bad day. Yeah, Chopin. I think I think his is in E flat on the piano, but I've seen transcribed versions for guitar in the key of D. Even one with a drop D, and I almost think that Chopin wrote it for himself and not for other. He may have written it with the intent of other people listening to it, but I've been playing a long time on the guitar, and I know that when I play, sometimes I'm just playing for me, and something like that would certainly make you feel better. I notice is that if you listen to nocturnes, you'll hear that they don't always keep the same tempo. Sometimes they slow down at the end. Sometimes there's a section at which they'll go through to where maybe the tempo slows to a degree and then speeds back up. There's I wish I could think of the name of it. There's a guy that he's a composer on the guitar, and something about a bird flying through the air. I think his name is Richard or Robert, and he's from Australia. And something about a black cuckoo, I think. But anyway, it's an absolutely beautiful piece, but I would almost consider it a nocturne. I like chords that go away from the major and kind of give it a twist. And then I like chords that resolve back to the major as well, say a fifth. Yeah, that's just me noodling around. But anyhow, you should do it if I'm gonna say, if you're like an intermediate player and you know a bunch of chords and you're fairly familiar with the instrument, you should sit around and when you're practicing and try to develop a nocturne, something that you would record. I mean, record yourself. Set up your phone and record yourself playing, or turn it on video and put the phone upside down so that the camera can't see anything, and just play. I do that a lot. I share videos with no with no images to friends, just because it's easy to turn the phone on and record something that you're messing with. Hit a few wrong notes, make some mistakes, try some things. Oh, that brings me to when I was 18 years old. I was paying someone to take lessons. I wasn't getting lessons. I was paying someone to play music with them, because that's all I've ever wanted to do is play music. And so I arranged the Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and all I did was just listen to the music. It's the same thing with the Nocturne. Listen to Chopin, and look some of the nocturnes up, and listen to the music, and put your instrument away. Just listen to the music, and then you keep listening to it. Get the feel of the piece in your head, and then pick up the guitar and experiment. That the only way that you're going to get better is to experiment. And if you're not a reader, and you didn't go through all these lessons of I went through 7 years of Mel Bay, 7 books in 7 years. It was brutal, and I did it when I was little. But listen to something you want to learn, like the Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I sat around with an acoustic guitar, probably a classical, because it's easier on your fingers, and figured out. Yeah, just yeah, I couldn't put the words in a book. The advice is to listen to something that you like. And I've been listening to nocturnes, and I've been looking them up on YouTube and listening to them. And yeah, I'll get that in my head, and soon I'll develop a nocturne for myself that I've written, that I'll get recorded, and probably drop it on Spotify. So, my name is David L. Whitehurst. I'm on Spotify. I've got 1 album on there, and I've got another piece that was more like a poem, with some music. But yeah, write yourself a nocturne. Make yourself feel better. My name is the King's musician here. And since my name is David, David in the Bible, he played music for Solomon because Solomon was having nightmares because people wanted to kill him. And so anyhow, I guess David played a harp. He didn't play a guitar, but he played music for him and made him feel better. And so I hope that that with my music, since I don't do it professionally, that what little bit of music I put out there that the public hears, that it makes them feel better. All right. Till next time. Thank you.